Welcome back to Explain the Charts, where we break down the market data and help you make sense of the charts. Today, September 9th, 2024, we're diving deep into AUDUSD, the Australian dollar against the US dollar. The AUDUSD is showing a bit of a tug-of-war right now, with bulls and bears battling for control. This pair has been volatile lately, and the news is definitely adding to the drama. Recently, the Australian dollar has been impacted by a mix of factors, including weaker Chinese economic data, concerns over the global economic outlook, and the ongoing interest rate differential between the US and Australia. The US economy seems to be showing resilience, with data pointing to a potential slowdown in inflation, leading some to believe that the US Federal Reserve may be more aggressive in cutting rates than previously expected. This could favor the US dollar in the short term, putting pressure on the AUDUSD. Let's take a closer look at the charts and see what they tell us. First, let's examine the daily chart, which gives us a broad overview of the AUDUSD's recent performance. On the daily chart, we see that the AUDUSD has been trading in a fairly tight range over the past few months. The price has been bouncing between 0.6400 and 0.6800, indicating a lack of clear direction. We've got a potential bullish signal forming, but it's still too early to say for sure. The price has recently bounced off the 0.6600 level, and we see a possible support level forming around that zone. If the price breaks above the 0.6800 resistance level, it could signal a stronger bullish trend. However, we also need to watch for any bearish signals, as the price could easily fall back down to the 0.6400 level if it fails to break above resistance. Now, let's zoom in on the 1-hour chart, which gives us a more detailed view of the market's recent activity. The 1-hour chart shows that the AUDUSD has been consolidating in a tight range over the past few hours. We can see a slight uptrend forming, with the price trying to push above the 0.6650 level, but it's facing some resistance from sellers. The 1-hour chart also shows some interesting volume patterns. During the recent bounce off the 0.6600 level, we saw a surge in volume, indicating that buyers are stepping in. However, we need to see more volume confirm this bullish trend. The 15-minute chart provides an even closer look at the market's activity. This time frame shows a lot of volatility, with the price constantly fluctuating. The price has been bouncing between 0.6650 and 0.6670, but it hasn't been able to break through either level. We're seeing a tug-of-war between buyers and sellers, with neither side gaining a clear advantage. To get a better understanding of the market's momentum, let's take a look at the Relative Strength Index, RSI, on the daily chart. The RSI is currently around 50, which suggests that the market is neither overbought nor oversold. This indicates a neutral sentiment, with both bulls and bears having equal opportunities. We can also analyze the Moving Average Convergence Divergence, MACD, on the daily chart. The MACD is currently showing a bullish crossover, with the MACD line crossing above the signal line. This suggests that the bullish momentum may be building, but we need to see confirmation on the price action. It's important to remember that technical analysis is just one piece of the puzzle. We need to consider the fundamental factors as well. The latest economic data from Australia and the US will play a significant role in determining the future direction of the AUDUSD. If the US economy continues to show strength and the Federal Reserve cuts rates aggressively, it could put downward pressure on the AUDUSD. However, if the Australian economy shows signs of resilience and the Reserve Bank of Australia maintains a hawkish stance, it could support the AUDUSD. It's also crucial to keep an eye on the global economic outlook, as any major geopolitical events or changes in risk sentiment could impact the AUDUSD. So, where do we go from here? What should we be watching for? The AUDUSD is currently in a state of flux, and we need to watch for any signs of a breakout. If the price breaks above the 0.6800 resistance level on the daily chart, it could signal a stronger bullish trend. We need to see confirmation on the 1-hour and 15-minute charts, as well as a surge in volume, to confirm this breakout. However, if the price fails to break above resistance and falls back down to the 0.6400 level, it could signal a bearish trend. Keep an eye on the RSI and MACD indicators, as they can provide valuable insights into the market's momentum and sentiment. Also, be sure to stay informed about the latest economic data releases and any major news events that could impact the AUDUSD. To sum it up, the AUDUSD is currently in a state of consolidation, with bulls and bears battling for control. The pair is trading in a tight range on the daily chart, with potential support around the 0.6600 level and resistance at 0.6800. We're seeing a slight uptrend forming on the 1-hour chart, but it's still too early to confirm a breakout. The 15-minute chart shows high volatility with no clear direction. The RSI and MACD indicators are currently showing mixed signals. The AUDUSD is likely to continue to consolidate in the short term. Keep an eye on the news, economic data, and technical indicators for any signs of a breakout or breakdown.